Hey Blake, can you give us a mic check and a thumbs up? Blake, can you hear us? Blake, I just told him. Hey Blake. 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 Hello. Hello. Blake. Blake. Hey Blake, can you hear us? Should I call him?
Yeah.
Okay. What's he doing?
Please leave your message.
Hello, where have you been?
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay, Dexter needs a mic check and an IFB check.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Blake, can you hear me? Give us a thumbs up.
Yes, I can. Mic check 1 2.
Perfect. Okay, he can hear us. Hi everyone, I'm Reka Motoraj live in the KHOU 11 newsroom on this rainy, dreary Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. These are the headlines that you guys are clicking on today, so let's get to it. First, some very sad news out of Sugar Land, where there was a fatal crash this morning. It happened around 7:30 a.m. on the northbound lanes of the Southwest Freeway near the Grand Parkway. Police say a woman in a Honda sedan was killed in the crash. Witnesses told them she was in the center lane near a big rig when she suddenly lost control for some reason and then swerved and hit the big rig. All inbound northbound lanes were blocked for about 3 hours this morning, forcing drivers off the freeway at the Brazos River. But since then, now all lanes have since reopened. Speaking of crashes, this one was incredible. Less than 48 hours after he was involved in a horrific crash at the end of the Daytona 500, NASCAR driver Ryan Newman has been released from the hospital. Rouge Fenway Racing, that's Newman's team, sharing the exciting update early Wednesday afternoon. There he is smiling with his two daughters. The team, along with Newman's wife, again, have been sharing photos of him. Maybe you saw the crash, but during Monday's race, Newman was involved in a wreck that sent his car airborne. Then he got hit by another driver before crashing down on the roof of his car. After the race ended, emergency crews worked quickly to remove him from the vehicle. He was immediately taken to the hospital, but for several hours, we didn't know his condition. After all of that, it's so good to see Newman walking out of the hospital. Okay, this is the definition of black girl magic. Some tiny dancers strike a pose for Black History Month. The Beaumont ballerinas getting a lot of attention after this picture from a recent photo shoot went viral on Facebook. We're talking 14,000 times. That's how many times it's been shared. The girls danced together at I Rule Dance Studio. Again, that's in Beaumont. The photographer says, you know, it is hard to get 10 little girls to pose, but finally they got this shot, and it's pretty awesome. The photographer calling it fierce, determined, and strong. I couldn't agree more. I love it. Okay, I love that, but I'm not too crazy about this rainy weather. Blake, what can we expect this afternoon?
Well, you know what? More of the status quo, it looks like. We're going to continue with these gray skies here across the Houston area, and then it looks like the rain will move in as we head into the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow morning, just in time for that rush hour. So go ahead and plan a little extra time for tomorrow morning, because it looks like your way into work, into the downtown area, will be a wet one. But I think on your way home, it will be a dry one, and you might, just might, need the sunglasses by tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at the skyline right now. You can see just a dreary day. Really not too much in the way of rainfall. Any rain that's out there is generally north of 1960, although we did see a few showers pass right through central Harris County about an hour ago, but they are very, very light. Current temperature right now, 56 degrees up there at the big airport. In fact, we've got 49 now up in Huntsville, 52 in Brenham. Look at the mid-60s down here towards Brazoria County and in Matagorda County. So warmer towards the coast, colder to the north. Northeast winds coming in generally between 5 and 10 miles an hour. These temperatures, by the way, are 20 to 25 degrees colder than just 24 hours ago. If it's any wondering why, if you're wondering why I'm smiling, well, it's because it finally, for once, feels a little bit wintry outside, something we haven't seen a whole lot of this winter. All right, taking a look here at the temperature change once again. Let's continue on. Maybe. Well, live TV, so it goes, right? Let's see if we can switch over my, whoops, let me see if I can switch my source here just 1 second. There we go. There's a look at the radar right there. You can see generally the showers, again, mainly north of Harris County. Once you get into San Jacinto County, Polk County, Montgomery County, out towards Lake Conroe, seeing a few light showers at this time, back towards Brenham, and all the way out towards the New Braunfels area. So that's where we're seeing the rain right now push on through the area. David, I think our clicker is dead, man. So we just have to hit the space bar. So, all right, there you are. So as you take a little closer look here up towards the north side, once we get into Montgomery County again, into Grimes County, out towards, say, Somerville, Lake Somerville, seeing a few very, very light showers. And I think that's going to be the key here over the next couple of hours. But you look to the north, you get some heavy rain between Houston and Dallas, stretching right through the Arklatex, all the way back through Mississippi into Alabama. And I think we're going to see this rain slowly drift to the south as we head into the overnight hours tonight. And that means rainy weather as we head into the overnight period tonight and first thing tomorrow morning. If you're wondering where the cold temperatures are, they're up to the north. It's 3 right now in International Falls, 21 in Denver, 29 in Chicago. But even still, for mid-February, this is not that brutal for those folks. In fact, really, winter has been devoid for much of the country all season long. Haven't really seen anything. In fact, I find it very surprising that places like New York City have yet to even have the very first inch of snowfall, which is just mind-boggling that we've gone this far and have not seen that much snow. Nonetheless, 56 degrees here in the Houston area, 49 degrees up there in Dallas. What's holding the cold air to the north is the jet stream, and you can see it kind of buckling right there through the northern tier of states. Here locally, just a zonal flow, meaning not too hot, not too cold, and we're going to see little disturbances continue to ride along the jet. Now, you'll notice this upside down U-shape. This is what we call a ridge building right into Texas. This is going to dry us out as we get into Thursday afternoon, Friday, and into Saturday, but you look off to the west, into California, that's an area of low pressure. You see that big kink right there? That's what's going to push right into Texas as we head into Sunday, and that's going to bring us a very slight chance of rain Sunday into Monday. And the reason why it's a slight chance, you'll notice most of the energy is placed well to the north right through central Kansas. Now, as we look at the future track here, our cold front will continue to slide off the coast. You can see that rain getting very close, if not right into the Houston area. Look at this. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Some heavy rain up there towards the Woodlands and Conroe, Cold Spring, Huntsville, and then slipping down into the I-10 corridor as we get between 7 a.m. and noon. So again, tomorrow morning looking very wet across the Houston area. But by the time we get to the lunch hour, things begin to dry out a little bit. And what I want you to pay attention to, this is 6 o'clock. Look what happens. Look at that clearing line. This takes us into 3:30 in the morning, and it is clear skies from about I-10 to the north. So if that clearing line is any faster than this model is suggesting, we may see a few peaks of sun before the day ends tomorrow. Now, again, a few scattered showers will be possible as we head into Sunday. We've actually lowered the rain chance to about 20% Sunday afternoon. and then upped it a little bit as we get into Monday. Temperature-wise, flirting with 60 degrees right now here in the Houston area. Again, we may see 1 or 2 degrees added to that, but we're pretty much done for the day. Temperatures, look at this. 50 degrees tomorrow afternoon. This takes us into the lunch hour, so it's going to be a cold, raw day, I think, here across the Houston area. So jackets and sweaters will be a necessity tomorrow, but it doesn't last long. It's a one-hit wonder because temperatures begin to warm up pretty quickly as we get into the next couple of days. 58 on Friday, 62 Saturday, 68 Sunday. We're back in the 70s Monday into Tuesday. And then another cold front comes through on Wednesday, dropping our highs back down into the 50s. All right, well, we managed to get through that despite all the technical difficulties. That's the way it goes sometimes, right? Okay, we're going to continue to work on the forecast. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you coming up a little later on the 411 beginning at 4 o'clock. We'll see you then.